My name is Justin Trudeau, and my family has both had the joy and the struggles of having a mother who was bipolar. Through much of my life, we didn't really know she was bipolar. And then as she became aware of it, we started dealing with it as a family. You know, there were moments where she was in total denial that there was any sort of challenge. There were moments where she was self-medicating rather heavily with both prescription and you know, softer drugs, from alcohol to a bit of pot. There were moments where she was seeking help, and the people she was turning to for help ended up being more enablers than anything else. There were times when she was under good, qualified medical care, but that wasn't giving her the right kind of treatment, the right kind of, you know, mix in terms of medications that weren't keeping her balanced. And the challenge we had throughout was being there for her. Fortunately, we had a very large family and a lot of love in the family, so you know, when it became too much for one of us, another one stepped in, and we managed to surround her with love and with attention. Not perfectly all the time, because it is very hard. But you know, we've gotten to a point now over probably 20 years of active struggling, to a point where I am so proud of my mom. I am so proud of what she's achieved just in terms of caring for herself and knowing her balance points and her triggers, and knowing how to react when she feels that she's going a little too far one way or another. She is now working with a doctor, and they have very much a partnership about you know, how my mom's doing, and you know, mom's almost become as much of an expert on anyone else as to how, you know, what she needs in terms of medications at any given moment, because she knows what works with her. Understanding that there's not a quick fix for anything, that it's a life change, that, you know, dealing with mental illness is like dealing with any illness. You know, you can't expect to cure it overnight. You have to live with it, you have to work with it, and hope that through the course of time it will be managed and end up pretty much disappearing as a factor in one's life. But I do know that you know, for families out there, you know, there are challenges, and a couple of times I turned towards people where I could lean on and you know, seek a little bit of help in terms of therapy, just to talk my own way through some of the things that I was experiencing, not so much directly understanding my mom, but understanding what was going on inside of me because of the tragedies, because of my mom. Having someone to talk to was extremely important. So even as I was trying to be there for my mother and for my family, knowing that I needed to make sure I was taking care of me also was an extremely important lesson.